Hello guys, Sue Jerry speaking. Welcome to Bedtime Stories, episode number 57. Now before I read this book from Disney's Doug, I want to read you one or the other. I'm not going to choose one today, but if that makes sense to me, but that's just me. But today, I'm choosing one. But it's going to take a while to choose one, but that's just me. Today I'm going to read you either Gets His Wish, Trade Places, or Money Mess. The first two I seen as a kid. Not Trade Places. Because I haven't saw Trade Places yet. Anyway. What did I'm going to read today? Today I'm going to read Disney's Doug's Get His Wish. Okay, that makes more sense. Okay, we're going to read this now and see what we got, shall we? See what we got. This is a two Disney book. I've seen most of the episodes as a kid, or do I? Okay? Do I have to the first two I seen as a kid, and I saw as a book, and it's created by Jim Jenkins. Disney's One Saturday Morning ABC, but that's just me. Let's read it now. So we got, shall we? So we got. And I'm going to borrow this 1 hour, okay? Okay. Now, this is written by, I'm going to read this now and not really bother the other two today. So we're going to do one and the other at a time. Anyway. Disney's Doug. Get His Wish. One Saturday Morning ABC. I got this book before, so anyway. Sorry, I'm here. Please ignore my watch. But anyway. Disney's Doug, Get His Wish. Original script by Ken Scarborough, I haven't pronounced his last name. Adapted by Eric Solbeck. Illustrated by Chris Nollo, William Presting, and Jeff Noman. Okay, it's original creators from the Funnies, developed by Jim Jenkins and Joe Aaron, how you pronounce his last name. Copyright 1999 by Disney, and its last feature for Doug in 1999 before it had Cartoon Pizza from Stanley in 2001. And then later on, they have JoJo's Circus in 2003. And I love these two shows. Don't get me wrong, but Doug was very funny, especially PB&J-R. You know what I mean? But anyway, let's move on. Dear Joe, it's me, Doug. As usual this morning, I still have some leftover homework. There's always been a ton of homework to do from Miss Crystal's class, because she's really tries to get us into read. Next page. Okay. Books like Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. You gotta love Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. Makes more sense, but anyway. Moby Dick. Okay. Makes more sense, huh? And Peter Pan. Wow, that's very hilarious. But anyway. We're still trying to figure out how she did try to find Fang. Oh, wow. It was Peter Pan was a him back in the Disney 1953 movie. But anyway, next up page. Anyway, but I don't complain about it anymore. Now I don't do the home. I just do the homework and run the class. Okay. See, a few weeks ago, I learned my lesson. I have to agree. And why is she a sheep? From Babe? I don't know. Right here, anyway. We were in Miss Crystal's class, studying this book called Animal Farm. This is based on the 1950s movie, but that's just me. When the principal's son, Willie, came in late, wow. Then Lily didn't know the answer to the very easy question. So Miss Crystal kept him after class. That's when all the trouble started. That afternoon, Skeer and I were in the library, trying to find a poem to memorize to Miss Crystal's class. Here's one, Skeer said. Yeah, Skeer is voiced by Fred Newman, who has been a crazy person. He's a great comedian, you know. He did, when I first saw him, he was on Between the Lions, you know. That's just me. Anyway, it's called Poetry is a Destructive Force, okay? Makes more sense, okay? Cool, I said, until I saw how many lines it had. Why can't we have a teacher would give us less homework. Jeez, Doug, why would you? And why is poetry made scary line based on the salty thing, but Bible thing, and why is it? It's kind of like the giant to me, but you know that's just me. Anyway, next page. Okay. Well, I got my wish. As the next class, Miss Crystal was gone. Miss Principal White was at their desk. I decided to take the class in my own hands, he said. I guess Miss Principal White didn't like Miss Crystal's getting Willie into trouble. And I have to agree with Principal White and Willie. You know, I think it was the best idea to get not to get into trouble. Yeah, I have to think it's the best idea to make it right. You know. Anyway, things changed in a hurry. Instead of Animal Farm, which is a 1950s movie, Principal Wright gave us a new assignment. I have to agree. I want everything to go in the new Super Celestial Man. Kind of reminds me of Batman or Superman, but in Super Mario Bros. Style, but that's just me. Anyway, comic book and read it over before tomorrow, he said. But most of us liked our new assignment, but Skier was very beginning to miss Miss Crystal. I felt worried for Skier and Doug. You know, everything could be more changed enough, you know. Next page. Anyway. The next day, Skier tried to start pitting to get Miss Crystal back. Yeah, good luck with that, Skier. Anyway, but nobody wanted to sign. Principal White is so easy, said Connie. Yeah, why would you want Miss Crystal back? Asked Baby. She was hard. No, Baby, no. She was not hard. Stop it, okay? Finally, although I enjoy not having homework, I signed the petition because Skier was my friend. I have to agree with Doug at this point. But I was the only one who signed. Patty was trying to cheer Skier up. I have to agree with Patty. Thank you. I do appreciate it. But anyway, Principal White was still too busy to tell all the time. She said, he'd probably get someone to replace him before you know it. Okay. Patty didn't know outright. I remember this from 2 Disney. But you know what? Screw this. Anyway. Patty didn't know how right she was. The very next day, Principal White was called out of class. Okay? But before he left the room, he asked Willie to take over. Crap. Anyway. Scared couldn't stand it. Bring back Mrs. Crystal, he called out. I felt worried for Skier, but jeez. Anyway, you want homework again? Willie shot back. Why should we want more homework? Give us the teacher's homework. The kids all cheered. Of course, I want to buy any of it. Jesus. Anyway, well, maybe I buy it a little bit. Yeah, I have to agree with bits and pieces of Doug, but that's just me. Anyway. Since Principal White never came back to class, Willie was over teacher of all time. Yeah. Good luck with that, Willie. Homework was a breeze. Usually we have it read a Super Celestial Man comic book. Yeah. Okay. Oh, we had tests as well. Like how many dilly things like we could eat. Skier was sure, that our brains were shrinking with activity. Okay. Well, Skier was right, but I have to admit, those regular ding-dings are tasty, yeah. One night, I went to the store for Mom. Okay. I was having a little trouble with the groceries when I have a familiar voice. Doug, it said. Miss Crystal, I cried. Everybody misses you, especially Skier. I have to agree with Doug at this point. Anyway, well, I'm afraid I wasn't getting through too well. Miss Crystal said with a sigh. Yeah, I felt worried, Miss Crystal and Doug. They need to bring you back. Jeez. Anyway, Walking home, I felt pretty awful. She was going through. I told myself, Scare was right. She was a good teacher, even though if it does make us learn long problems. I guess I've forgotten how much I like Miss Crystal. Really heard about my meeting with Miss Crystal. She looks like you're plotting against me, he said. And whoever is against me is going to get. Ugh, why? Anyway, he can talk to anybody he likes, said Skier. It's a free country, yeah. You wish, Willie told Skier. You think again, Willie. Anyway, you're suspended from school. You wish, Willie. Jeez. Anyway, suspended. That makes no sense. Anyway, Skier can't believe it. There isn't such a word as a suspended. Yeah, I have to look it up in the dictionary, okay? From school. Suspended. Suspended definition, please. Man. But there's something I can do before we actually end this. But anyway, it means the payout, expend, spend. It's a verb, noun, simple past tense, and past participle of the spend. You know, I think I have to agree with Sneaker at this point. I felt worried, you know. Anyway, next page. Anyway. Sneaker was the only one who was unhappy. Yeah. While report cards coming out, Willie had always have all of us play by the throat. He fires up all kinds of tests. Beaver had to feed him pie. Ugh. Anyway, Connie had to clean his locker. Even that made us say a pledge allegiance to Willie White, whose dad is principal and he's all powerful. It is awful! Anyway, that was his last straw. All the kids got together at the sororities, yeah. Somebody had to stop Willie. Connie said, even if it means homework again, I asked. Anything, BB replied, just as long as I don't have to say it, that Dolby pledge. I have to agree with, BB. You know, it was stupid, you know? That's just me. Anyway. Somebody hit me. I know how to get to prove to anyone that Miss Crystal is a great teacher, okay? First, I asked Mayor Tippy to bring up Miss Crystal's case in the school board meeting. Then I had to wait for just the right moment. Principal White could wait to speak to the meeting. My son Willie did not learn anything. Yeah, I have to agree with Principal White, yeah. He told the school board, duh, I never stopped learning a single thing, Willie added. Then I stood up. I just want to ask Willie a question, I said. Yeah. Moving on. I just want to ask Willie if he remembers what Miss Crystal read us that book about the deceased captain named Moby Dick, I said. Well, it's based on the night. I'm not sure what year that came out. Anyway, Willie answered right back. Why don't you get it right, he shouted. The whale is Moby Dick, doof. The guy's name is Captain Eva. Let me check Moby Dick is. Real quick. Moby. Let me try one more time. No. Moby Dick came out. The whale is a 1851 novel by American writer Herman Melville. And then you see here until the author's death in 1891. See here, and I'm not sure who did this, but at the time, yeah, I don't know who did this. Moby Dick characters are as follows. Captain, I have to agree with this one, but that's just me. Oh, yeah, never mind. Yeah, the book's set here. Okay, never mind. Okay. Anyway, moving on. I tried to get the same trick again Willie, remember how Peter Jekyll fought the monster Mr. Hyde. Oh. It's probably the ABGN episode, but anyway. The guy all wrong, Doug. Willie answered. They were the same guy. I have to agree. It's like an analogy about the good and evil. It's that like that live in all of us. Yeah. Gee, Willie, said Principal White. Does Miss Crystal really teach you to be smart? Yeah. Be smart, right, Willie? Yeah. Anyway, next page. Last pages, anyway. We got Miss Crystal back, and before we knew it, life in our class was back to normal. We started reading Frankenstein, wow, the 1941 movie by starring Boris Karloff. Anyway, as Frankenstein, but anyway, as Miss Crystal really got into it. Anyway, some things were different, but Willie ended up touring the world gay. And with Mayor Tippy as Miss Crystal to add a new student in our class, Principal White. Well, that brought me an important lesson. I guess things will sometimes things that will come easily are necessarily good for you. Next time, I'm going to be careful of what I wish for. The end. Anyway, before I end this part, and it's going to be good enough. Anyway, Jumbo Pictures Incorporated did this, and also Golden Books. Anyway, this is a special edition book written by these people I mentioned in the episode. But anyway, hey guys, wishes are coming true for Doug Funny. Even since Principal White left Miss Crystal's class, in the hands of his son, Willie, Doug began reading comic books in class. Okay? Eating junk food for exams. That is so gross, man. And best of all, no homework. Why? Then Doug discovers that maybe the easy road isn't all about cracked up to be. His pal Skier certainly doesn't think so. I have to agree with Doug at this point. And Skier at this point. But anyway. But how will they get Miss Crystal back? Well, yeah, yes, I read this book before. But anyway. So that was Doug, gives his wish. What do I think about this episode? I got this book years ago, you know? Time, yes. I got 2 out of the 3 books years ago, you know? At Dollar General, as I mentioned before, Recess, Pepper Ed, and Doug, I got those years ago, you know? Dollar General. Came out, I got in the mid-2000s, when I got it from Dollar General at the time. When I got this from, I'm going to say, $5 or $10 at the time. And then after this, I came 2 of the books home. And after this, I'm not sure what the first one was about, but when I got this, it was here. You know, especially the second Doug book, you know, that I got. You know, I'm going to talk about this tomorrow, but that's just me. Anyways, guys, that was Bedtime Stories, episode number 57. Hope you enjoy it. Stay tuned for the next one. It's going to be the second out of the 3 books that I have to read for Doug on Disney's One Saturday War ABC, which is going to be Money Madness. Till next time, Mr. Jones, bye, peace out, baby. We can move this, guys, soon. Till then, out. See ya.